YellowJackets. I'm Jordan Maxwell. Since today is Veterans Day, we are going to kick off the show with a segment to celebrate a couple of special veterans here at the high school.
What does Veterans Day mean to you?
Freedom, sacrifice, and the men and women who served our country.
So what does Veterans Day mean to you?
To me, Veterans Day means that we can celebrate the freedoms that we have today for the brave men and women who died protecting them, all the way from the Revolutionary War to the war we fight today on terror.
What does Veterans Day mean to you?
Well, Veterans Day is a day to celebrate people who are in the military, and people who are retired from the military, people who died in action, and I believe that means a lot to me because my family has been in the military and are retired from the military, some are still in, and I just would do anything to be able to see the ones that died again.
Veterans Day is a very important day for us here in the U.S. It's when we honor all the people who have served in the armed forces or are actually currently serving in the armed forces, and it's a thank you to them. But we have to remember it's not just the armed forces, the actual person serving, it's the family and the friends that support them all the time. Being in the armed forces was really hard. I was in for 26 years and about 10 months, and there was a lot of time away from my family, a lot of stress from at work, and my wife and my kids had to pick that up and had to support me. So when you say thanks to the service members on Veterans Day, make sure to make it clear that it's the whole team. It's everybody who supports that person also.
Did you have any family members that day?
Well, my older brother, 12 years older than me, was a officer in the Air Force. He retired as a colonel. He went to the Air Force Academy, graduated in '69, flew F-4s in Vietnam, got shot down, was at the Hanoi Hilton for 9 months, and then had a great time in the service, flew F-16s, so yes, I did have some family member that was in.
All right, well, thank you for coming out.
What did you do in the Air Force?
Yeah, I entered the Air Force in 1979. I went to college at the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. After that, I went to pilot training and learned how to become a pilot. My first operational airplane was an airplane called a KC-135, which is a tanker. And you can see those flying around here every once in a while because they work on it out here at Tinker Air Force Base. Only did that for a year and a half though, because after that I came to the Airborne Warning and Control System, also known as AWACS. And it's the airplane that you see flying around here that has the big round thing on the top of it, the big radar on the top of it. I flew AWACS for 20 years, and I commanded a squadron here at Tinker Air Force Base before I left that job. And after that job, I ended up going to the Pentagon and worked before the Secretary of Defense in the Iraq Policy Branch during Iraqi freedom. And then toward the end of my career, came back here, and I was a liaison to the Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, and I retired out of that job in 2007. Is when I retired. So. Then after that, I went to work for the Oklahoma Aeronautics Commission, and that's a state agency for Oklahoma, but more importantly, came to the school in 2010.
Next Friday, we will be coming to you live for the first time this semester. The show will begin precisely at 9:05 a.m. Thank you for tuning in. Monday, we will be back with the Mannequin Challenge. Anyone and everyone who wants to participate will get to. Have a great weekend, Jackets.